been able to create a program with the Choices Grant that's called SUNY OPROS, and OPROS stands for Only Honor Players Reaching Other Students. So it's a leadership program where the student athletes go out into the community, whether it's on campus or in the high school setting, to facilitate conversations about the challenges that they might have in, one, putting to rest some myths or understanding what it does to themselves and helping them to make better choices in and around alcohol.
As somebody who is one of the prime folks in doing alcohol education on this campus, it's always exciting to bring new partners on, and the energy that the NCAA grant brings to this and the ability to work with college students is so great, because I think college students need to hear these messages from their peers. Athletes are one of those folks on campus that we see, we're engaged with, we're following them anyway on social media feeds. So to hear those messages from those students, I think has even more significant impact, but it also it broadens the reach. I've got opportunities to reach more students than I normally would. And I think also, from a public health standpoint, by having students, trained student athletes, who know a little bit more, they're having these conversations over and over again, they're going to be in a greater position to have that conversation with a teammate when they see it. So I've got people right on the ground in spaces where we know that maybe there's a higher risk, and it's just a great synergistic opportunity for all of us.
I became an OPRO because I wanted to put myself and have my teammates be in the best position possible for that if ever there was an incident that occurs, we know the right steps to take, the right people to call, and we just become a greater influence both on and off campus.
I think the impact it is having on our campus is a very big one. I think people have become very more aware of the fact that drinking alcohol can be an issue on lots of campuses, as we've seen many people become injured or many deaths have arisen because of it. So I think the impact OPROS have had on our campus has been very beneficial in terms of minimizing harm reduction use of alcohol.
I think it will have a great impact on the high schoolers. We did a tabling back in October that really left us questioning if high schoolers really knew about the types of drinking that happens when you go to college. Living in a college town as well, I think it's really important for them to understand that things do happen and that there are certain precautions and things you need to take to avoid those steps. And I think making them aware as seniors before they head to college will just help them make better decisions and keep them safe.
Well, I think for me, my first choice would be able to educate all the high school students who will eventually become SUNY Oneonta students, but I think I also have to look at the fact of we are a small campus in a small town, and the actions of our students have impact in our local community as well, and this is a great way to balance it out. And I think I would be just as heartbroken to hear that any of the students who grew up here locally had an issue with alcohol in college as it would be if any of my students here are. So I don't have the opportunity to educate all the people before they get to Oneonta, but I can educate people here in the community and have that ripple effect, and that feels good too.
Just as a teacher, I'll be able to help the kids in my classroom if they come to me with certain questions. I'll know how to approach them with the best answers possible. And I do have some students that come to me for good advice, and this will help me help them, which I think is the best way for these seniors when they graduate high school.
I think it's most of what we're trying to get out of this is just that they will make better choices and understand that it's in their best interest to help each other in negative situations which can occur in a very short order.